Hi, my name is Brad Jacob. I've been a professor of constitutional law at Regent University School of Law since 2001. Before that, I had a number of other careers. I worked as an attorney in a very large law firm. I worked in church-state law, helping people understand the religious liberty. I ran a Christian ministry. I've been involved in higher education, undergraduate and law school, both as a professor and an administrator. It's been a great ride. Sometimes people ask me, what's special about Regent Law School? Why should people come here instead of going somewhere else? The first thing I tell them is, you'll get an amazingly good legal education here. This may sound odd, but I think we will give you as high a quality legal education, and maybe a higher quality legal education, than you'll get at any other law school in the country. Now, if that seems odd, it's because you've been reading some of the national rankings and evaluations, and they'll tell you that we're one of the worst law schools in the country. The problem with those is they don't measure quality. What they measure is prestige. They ask a lot of people who've never been here and know nothing about what we do whether they think we're good or not. And since many of them don't know us or they're not very sympathetic to Christianity, we get real low marks. If you want to look at quality, first you can look at the experiences of those of us who've seen both. I went to one of those nationally prestigious law schools, and I have no doubt at all that my colleagues here at Regent teach law better than I was taught at the prestigious law school. We are committed classroom teachers. Many of the folks I studied under wrote books, did speaking tours, and the teaching part of the job was a real secondary, almost a nuisance for some of them. We teach, and we teach really well. There are plenty of objective criteria that measure that as well. You look at the bar passage rates and how well we do compared to other law schools all around the country. Our students typically way outperform their academic predictors when it comes to passing the bar and becoming lawyers. They are successful. You can also look at national competitions, things like moot court, trial practice, negotiations. Our students go head-to-head with students from those other more prestigious law schools, and more often than not, we win, we beat them. We teach law really, really well at Regent Law School. It is an excellent approach to legal education. But there are also some distinctives that come from being a Christian law school. Part of that is in the classroom. There's the academic distinctive that we call biblical integration. In every one of our classes, we not only teach the same law and legal analysis that you learn at any other law school, but we also raise normative questions that other law schools don't want to touch. We want people to think, what should the law be, not just what is it? And does God have anything to say about what the law should look like? Those kinds of questions are unique to a biblical approach to legal education, and we're one of very few places in the country that would even attempt to do that. There's also a devotional component to our community life here. We encourage all of our students to grow in their knowledge and relationship with Jesus Christ through classroom devotions, through law school chapel services every week, a yearly student-faculty retreat that focuses on spiritual matters. And thirdly, there's a relational side to what we do in the law school. I'm closer to my students than almost any law professors in the country would be. They're my brothers and sisters in Christ. We interact in a very different way because we're Christians. We're not just students and teachers. And the students have a great close community. They encourage and support one another in a wonderful way. If you've ever been here to Regent Law School, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, and if you're interested in law school, maybe in law school from a Christian perspective, I encourage you to check us out. Go to the website, set up a campus visit, come here and visit us. And if you're really serious about law school, put in an application. Check us out. Find out what God is calling you to do. If you come here and visit Regent, I think you'll be glad you did.